I'm going to invite you to sign up for a free copy of the Axully Art Roadmap so you can learn even more about my proven path to art and peace. Hi, I'm Vicki Ross, and I help people learn and grow as artists, filling their empty time with peace. I want to talk to you today about ways you can create a Zen zone in your mind and learn a lifelong craft that will help you create it. Have you ever found yourself wandering around your house like you were doing laps at the mall? Thoughts in your brain cycling the same things over and over, not knowing what to do, where to do it, or how? This describes me after my daughter didn't survive our house fire on Christmas Day in 2001, no less. It took about 4 months for the shock to begin to wear off. About the time I started wandering aimlessly, too distraught to sit, cook, or shop. And shopping was a necessity. You have to get everything from wax paper to bathroom toilet bowl brushes, and my sole function was to fill out forms for our insurance company that listed every item in our house, where we got it, when we got it, and how much we paid for it. It's an impossible task. I had to do something before I walked right through to the ground. If any of this sounds familiar, you're going to relate to the solution that worked for me. At the end of this training, I'm going to invite you to sign up for a free copy of the Axully Art Roadmap so you can learn even more about my proven path to art and peace. I'll give you more details later, but for now, let's get started. There are two main issues I hear over and over. The first, I don't have any talent. The second, I'm afraid I won't be good enough. I don't know how. Yeah, I've done that. Both are not content with the fun projects they were spending time on. They wanted more. These feelings are fine, but there is more. There is a solution if you follow your muse. If you don't know who she is, just stick around. I can lead you around the potholes I fell in. There are three main mistakes that people make. Mistake number one, paying $350 and up for a 3-day workshop with teachers that you don't know, or you don't know their style. You don't know anything about them. It's just a place to go and hope you learn. You jockey with other people that are in the workshop for equal time and space with the teacher for 3 days, then load the car, go home to crash, and then you've got to empty the car and put it all away. Do that 5 to 6 times a year. Throw in a European 2-week workshop occasionally. And guess what? Can you say expensive and confusing? Plus, you acquire a different supply list for every workshop, so you end up amassing a bunch of materials that don't relate or overlap each other. The second mistake is, I bought every book and DVD I could find while I searched for the Holy Grail, that key that would unlock the magic world. I subscribed to art magazines year after year until I realized half of the magazine is advertising to get you to buy the magazine or to get you to buy the newest Miracle Brush paint or book. And then they are masters at repurposing material. So you'd get a magazine that was special that had the articles from the other magazines you'd already read. Works, right? Mistake number 3, getting involved with social weekly painting groups. There's nothing at all wrong with those. They can be fun and they can be relaxing if you need that social outlet. However, do not expect to learn how to paint when you go to one of those classes. It just doesn't work if you're wanting to really improve and you're painting every day and they paint once a week during the class. Again, there's nothing wrong with it. I've done it. It just didn't teach me enough, fast enough. Mistake number 4, in today's world, trying to absorb every YouTube video that has ever been published about a subject that you think you want to learn. So there might be a million videos on watercolor, and the teachers are all levels. They're all competencies. Some are good, some are bad, some can't teach, some have nothing to teach. I do it too. You can watch so much video and talk to so many people on social media until you lose your painting time. I've done that too. My journey was a long and winding road with tons of side roads and dead ends along the way. I'm proud to say that I stuck with learning to paint and became addicted to the Zen zone. The bats in my belfry were quiet when I was painting. I've mastered just about any medium I've taken up or that I wanted to work with, and there are still some that I don't know anything about yet. When they crop up, I'll probably go there too. It's fun. It's fun for me. When I started with mixed media, I realized that learning to play was still an important part of my transformation. It was hard for me to give up control, to splash paint at random, then glue down a picture from a magazine, make a journal from junk mail. Egads, my trip to the trash bin became a fun what-if adventure, and my studio looks like a compost pile. Funny thing is that I learned to play, and just for fun, and met a whole different group of artists, women aged 50 and up. In my age group, I'm a little older than that now, but we're not going to talk about that either. They had too much empty time on their hands for whatever reason. As my brain meandered, ideas started to form that led me to this. If you enjoyed my rambling in this video, rest assured that I love to ramble. However, I hope you can see that every mistake I made or talk about is one I made. I have also figured out a way to condense what I did in 15 years to what I teach you to do in 30 days. If this sounds interesting, click the link and download your free copy of the Axully Art Roadmap. And get in my free Facebook account, Axully Art. I'll put the link down below. So, over and out. I hope to see you guys in the community. Bye.